Okay, so now we're good.
Yeah.
So how's it been out there, everyone?
Quarantine.
Everyone dead yet?
Quarantine's back in.
It's back in the house.
It's now back in fashion.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been in the house for years.
Yeah.
Much like Corey.
Yeah, I was like saying, much like Corey. We've been in the house. Oh, Lord.
Right.
Lord Almighty.
Oh, my God.
We're never, ever getting out of quarantine.
No, except you went to get a haircut. It's a defiant act. This man is a patriot. He's a true freedom fighter.
Call me Karen. Look, if it makes you feel better, chat, I did tip basically what it cost for the haircut.
He also did this to impress his girlfriend.
No, it's not about impressing. It's about performing good customer service.
Yes.
There's a difference.
You finally embraced my customer service
mentality.
Theory.
Yes. Well, it's not about. Look, it's not a theory. It's a state of being.
Ah, okay. I got you.
Yeah. So.
I got you. That's good.
Look, also, it's just hot. It's
right.
We live. I don't know how many people know where we live. We live in Texas, which now just recently is now going back into quarantine for the most part. We're still.
Which is good because it's hot out.
Yeah, and I really, my hair was getting to the point where it just was too hot. I'd walk outside and I'd just be sweating already. It didn't even need to work or anything. I'd just be sweating.
Welcome to being fat.
I just peeled an orange.
I was peeling an orange.
Just peeling an orange, man, and then all of a sudden I'm just like,
"Oh, jumping rope in the attic."
No, I just peeled an orange, man.
His movies may not be good, but damn, his stand-up is funny.
Oh yeah, Kevin James.
Shout out to Kevin James.
If you're watching this,
that's funny.
Sure.
Right.
Kevin James, if you've been really bored and run out of things to watch, and you found yourself on the YouTube watching people draw pictures of art and us talking about dumb shit,
we love you.
We love you.
We love you.
Your movies, no, but you're great.
Right.
Speaking of movies, we're going to start the video.
We're going to start right now.
Ah.
See, it's before the video, so it'll be fixed. And I'll leave that in, so they'll wonder what happened. But I'll never tell.
I don't even know what I'm going to tell them. So
what are we drawing this week?
This is the giant queen that I did on stream for Twitch. I believe this portion was off stream, so I usually try to do pencils off stream now just because that's where a lot of the guest and check work happens, and I feel like you can't really even see most of it whenever I'm on stream. Just because it's super light comparatively and the lighting's not good in our basement.
Can you believe he's referencing his own work here?
Cheating, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny, actually. That's always really funny to watch, too. Cause
I just nailed the camera there.
It's really funny to watch, too, because whenever you watch mangaka work on stuff, they'll, reference... They'll pull out on one of their own volumes, and they'll just be like, oh, that's this character. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta make sure I got, little Timmy from the background in this thing, because he's important. Just... I don't know. You got to make sure things are on point. It's called professionalism, Wes.
Right.
Get you some.
No, I love it. I love the shape of this weapon, too. The, cool butterfly it has on it and stuff.
It's funny because it's much more of a Chinese sort of thing. We're giving it to a Celtic individual.
Yeah, exactly. And it was,
based on, what's her name? The Ashen Face or something?
Agnes. It's Lady Randolph Agnes, I think is her name.
Yeah.
Also known as Black Angus or something.
Black Angus.
Black Angus.
Someone wants some
steak. Like that. Yeah, it was something like that. Black Agnes, something like that.
That's fine.
I'll throw it up in the thing.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. That's for post production.
I tried to work that into her in canon name. She has a rock. Her name is Agnes Gneiss. So Gneiss is a black rock.
Okay.
And it looked like, because in the finished picture you had some black rocks behind her too.
Yeah, that's true.
So so it's a black rock that's found in that region. I forgot how it's made. I think it's
volcanic, probably.
Probably a volcanic rock or something.
I would guess.
Sort of thing it's like an igneous rock. I think. I actually don't know, but. Oh yeah, and I told you, I was like, dude, put a little river and a little lake. Yeah,
because we got to make it look like there's a passage of time.
Yeah, and there's a nice little scene, down by the lake and stuff.
Yeah, we want to make sure it looks pretty decent when we are finished with all this kind of stuff. We got when you have an actual mountainscape, things like that, you want to throw in as much reality as possible, especially when it's something so bizarre as a person wearing a mountain as a cloak. You want to make sure there's a lot of groundings in reality as you go
I got
on.
the idea from this there's other art like this, but I specifically was thinking of a magic card. I'll put it on screen probably in the video. So
because also we when we get to the color as well, the glaive has a very rainbow color to the what is that? What
the sash.
Sash. We'll call it
sash.
Sash.
I think it has a name.
But we don't know.
Something like that. Yeah.
We'll put the
it's
names
like a Chinese name
somewhere in the video. But it was supposed to have rainbow color because it's based off of an actual Celtic weapon that made rainbows as it cut through mountains and things like that. So we figured we'd put that into there as well. There's a lot of different like lore mythos that's built into this character.
Yeah.
Usually the ones that have more lore and mythos, I feel usually come out a lot better.
Definitely, yeah, because we have a lot of ideas on how it should look and like what needs to be put into the picture.
For sure.
So we can add more detail.
Yeah.
Things like that.
And plus, I'm referencing a lot of different.
Yeah, and then things. You added like this weird orb, there's an orb that appears, but yeah, because I had commented, I thought the hand was kind of weird on that.
Yeah.
For holding it, and so then all of a sudden you just start adding this thing in, and I'm like, okay.
Well, it's because of there was a lot of negative space there, and I didn't really want it there to be nothing there, so I figured I'd put that orb in there.
Yeah, and here we are going to ink now.
Yeah, this is when we were on stream.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun to watch you put the camera next to the other camera and all that stuff.
Oh, it's annoying, but yes, it does work. I have a crazy double camera setup. Yeah. I use my phone as a webcam, and then I use this camera to film.
That's filming us right now, is what he means.
Yeah. Well, I meant for these videos, because this one shoots a lot nicer than my phone does.
Right, and then but yeah, no, this is like weird because so this month of June that we filmed all of these was supposedly for like we were kind of like...
It was like a hashtag for kaijus.
And giants and stuff like that. And we had a few monsters, but we have more humanoid things than we do actual giants. And this tag actually ended up not being all that popular, and it didn't really do. So we're not going to really do tag chasing anymore. The only one we're going to chase is Inktober, because that's the one that seems to matter.
Some of these monthly hashtags are kind of a bust.
Yeah, so I mean, to be honest with you, I could probably just put Inktober in all of my art now, just because everything is ink.
Yeah. Oh, also, speaking of this weapon, anyway, it's in the weaponsmiths.
Yes, you can actually...
That was what he was referencing.
Yeah, I was referencing old artwork that had the picture in it, just so I can make sure that I'm doing it the same way that it is in the other photo. That way you can be like, oh, hey, I remember this picture.
I've seen that in the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of these, the first two legendary weapons that are made. The other one is the one that is going through that angel.
Yes, and then there was another one that we have already shown, I think. Did we do a video for the Calcutus Knight?
Oh, I meant from the first ones. These are part of the lore for the part with the giants versus the angels.
Right.
So they're like the first ones that are made. That's why they're for giants also.
Mm-hmm. That's correct, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't have a video for that. I have the stream is up though.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, no, I don't know. I think that was one. Oh, that was one of the streams that I don't think is around anymore because it got expired before I realized it expired.
The
picture is up though.
Did we film the?
No, it's just.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
We have a lot of videos, chat.
Yeah. Because there was some I wasn't filming with my camera.
Right,
and
I recall now.
I just put them on stream.
Yeah, no, I recall now. Yeah, it's been a while. So. We do a lot of art here in the micro industries. Like we stream 3 times a week now.
I just deleted 4 old prints worth of video.
Yeah.
That are old. They were all those JoJo ones.
Right.
That I had now gotten around to because my computer was dead for a month and a half.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get to make them, and now we're just behind.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just cut ties.
Yeah, that's some of those things that kind of ends up happening every once in a while is where you're just like, oh, we've got all this stuff, and then things happen, and then you just can't... Oh, I was like, why am I twirling the pen? Did someone say something really dumb in chat? I'm pretty sure someone just said something really dumb in chat.
Probably. It was either me or someone in chat.
Yeah, it feels right. Feels right when someone says something stupid, and I just have to take a moment to stop.
Right.
Peak Twitch chat. But yeah,
I love the look on her face.
Yeah, it's very
expression
serene.
on this. Yeah.
But yeah, we do a lot of work here, and it's going to be pretty busy this next 2 months too, just because I've got a comic to work on top of finishing up the book. The book, I went through and kind of did a kind of schedule for it, and I think we can finish this book by the end of the year, based on how many we have left and how many months are left in the year. Even with me kind of cutting back on it, working on the comic, because I think now, even with all the other crap we added to it too, is only 20 some left, maybe 25.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, it's not a lot. We're
And we'll fill some space with like sketches and stuff too, as long as we save them. With the
Oh,
scan
for
later.
sure, yeah. We got a lot of the pencil work to just save, as well as the book, the sketchbook that we're using as well. I'm actually pretty excited for this book, to be honest with you, because we're getting to that place where it's like, okay, we're starting to figure out what needs to be drawn. We talked about this, I think, last time, like doing things off the seat of your pants, but like once you get to a certain point, you don't really need the seat of your pants anymore. You've got it written down. You're like, okay, well, obviously this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes there. And you're like, okay, now we just need to do it. That's personally where I'm at with the comic right now that we're working on, and this is I also feel we're really close to with this book, which is a good feeling to be at. That's probably why I was like when I texted Wes the other day saying I was just so excited to get to all this work done. I was like, have you been so
excited you wanted to vomit?
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you just get like that. I don't know if you guys get like that, but that's how I get. Like I get so excited that I'm like, ugh, hold on, let me go vomit. Then I'm going to be like, let's go do this.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if it's
I don't
just
think
me.
I wanted to vomit from excitement.
Sorry.
That's fine. Maybe from being anxious about something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's my anxiety of excitement. I'm so excited, I'm anxious that I'm so excited.
Ah, I got it.
I guess. I don't know. Chat, let us know in the comments below.
Whoa. Yeah, I like this piece because it's almost like it's a landscape piece and a character piece combined, kind of, because you do a really good job on all these mountains.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm like pretty proud of, just because of the fact that it's like seamless in the fantastical realm, reality kind of realm too.
Yeah,
it's weird. I don't know how to describe it other than that it's just like, it blends really nicely together.
Yeah, there's a perfect mix
of fantastical, cartoonish, realism, things of that nature. Well, I don't know. It's very bizarre, like how to describe when I finished this piece, I think this was one of like my favorite pieces that I had done for a long time, until after we had done.
You can hear the scanner going off.
Yeah, sorry y'all. This was probably my favorite piece before I did the Knights of Rock color spread. I think this is my favorite piece out of the entire Echtrai series.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I think my second favorite is still the Owl headmaster for the university.
Oh, the headmistress? Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah, I like her design a lot. Color scheme as well, too. This one also has a really nice color palette. I really enjoy when we get to the actual coloring of this.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
how... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, how vibrant it is.
Yeah.
It feels full of life is the word I'd go for in terms of trying to describe this scenario.
Yeah, here's you working on her outfit. I really like the little details and pattern that's on it. You put the tree on it, stuff like that.
Because that tree is very important to this world. So we want to make sure that you showcase it at any given point. It's
the same with like the eye symbol.
Yeah.
That's on a lot of stuff, like different variations of the eye.
We got to make sure that like a lot of the symbols kind of stay within the there's a term for that. Like when they give people and like
that are like
style guide,
the style guide kind of thing or something like that.
It
stays within the universe, like kind of.
You want it to be able to stay there.
Yeah, there's a lot of different variations on trees and eyes and stuff.
Yeah,
because their head thing has the tree on it too. The little Princess Leia muffs.
Yeah, it was funny because that's
the art.
That's the actual art of the actual historical figure. She had the Leia buns, and technically the Leia buns did come from that. So it's just funny now, like how things kind of work in reverse.
Yeah, definitely.
When it comes to inspiration. Yeah. I also really like this portion of it too, because like I haven't inked the sash or the orb because I plan on using these.
Right there, you did a little trick. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
He performs at parties. Yeah.
I'm using these Unipasca paint markers that my brother got me for my birthday. Shout out to Josh. Appreciate you.
And then here's where we start on the sash.
And I've actually been really enjoying these markers because one of the things that I really like about them is that they're really opaque. So even if I did my Copics over them, they still stay relatively, obvious or like up in the foreground rather than supposed to being pushed to the background by the color.
It got real dark there.
Then it got real bright.
Yeah, that was when I started messing with the exposure, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I like these part markers, it was actually really helpful in the comic piece I'm working on for the color spread, is because like I can actually do the line art instead of using a black or having to go digitally and try. Yeah. because I was
some money. I think this was for stream. Yeah.
Yeah, it was for stream because I was just tired and done. It was getting hot because it gets really hot in here. By the way, Chad, it's it's why we have the fan going on right now.
Yeah, you can see the shadow in the background of our heads. And this is very much like a Yes. Album cover, this globe.
Thing. I wanted that to be again. We had very high fantasy. I like these paint markers because I can do color lines without having to do color holds digitally. And I feel like that saves me a lot of time.
Definitely. And so, like, when he's starting on this, so I told him, when you do this sash, since it's like a rainbow, I said no lines. I said, like, with not stripes, like a normal rainbow.
Right.
That was all I told him, pretty much. And then this is what he got, was, like, crazy, like, triangles, like, stained glass and stuff.
I thought that would look cool, because, again, stained glass kind of moving and motion.
Someone in comments said it was, like, an Aurora Borealis or something
like
too,
that,
also.
Aurora Borealis of the moon, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun doing this. This part was a lot of fun. Just doing the sash, things like that.
Yeah, I thought this was such a good idea. Yeah, you just nailed it. I'm gonna restart the camera right now. All right, there we go. And yeah, but like I was saying, yeah, you just nailed it. Like it said no stripes, so you nailed. It's great.
Yeah, this was fun too. I actually really liked where we left off on this because this was done in 2 sittings. I couldn't do this in 1 sitting. It was way too long.
Yeah, you finished the sash and then we cut the first stream.
Yeah, we called it a day there because it was just too hot and I was just tired.
I think it was also had been 2 hours anyway.
Yeah.
We usually stream for 2 hours and that's about it.
Yeah, again, the last one we did was like the big one was like a 4-hour one.
Yeah, that was different. But
I think we're also going to probably do a long one tomorrow because it's 4th of July tomorrow as we film this. And we're going to do America in anime. And video games, just because those are always fun to draw.
All our favorite American characters.
Like, your feelings on America aside, the world's view of America is specifically
Japan's view
is amazing.
I love it.
We're all cowboys, love guns, always wear America.
From, like Hollywood or New York
or Texas. You always wear an American striped outfit of some kind.
Yeah, you gotta have a flag on it somewhere.
Yeah, you always got big titty women with blonde hair with the wearing the brassieres that have American flags on them.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh man, yeah, I can't wait. We're gonna have like what? Bandit Funny Valentine. Chibi
Crockett.
From Gundam.
Pegasus.
They're in there. Yeah, Pegasus would be sweet.
Guile.
Yes, Guile for sure.
I was thinking we were gonna do Fatal Fury. What is his name?
The mayor.
Terry. The mayor.
The mayor is American. Yeah, actually, I kind of like him. We don't have like a super muscly guy yet. Well, Guile is muscly.
We might do this tomorrow. What I might do is before the stream is I'll send out a little note on Instagram saying, "Hey guys, I'm gonna do in America."
Who's some American characters to throw in?
Yeah, so give us ideas for America characters.
Because you're gonna want to thumbnail that out
for sure. Yeah.
If you're gonna fit like 5 or 10 million characters on.
Yeah, because we're gonna do it on 11x17 more than likely, and that's gonna be a long fucking stream.
I just know you gotta have Funny Valentine like flexing the scar. Just like he's gonna have the scar.
We'll see how it goes.
You gotta rep that.
So if you're watching this on Patreon. Or on then
you'll see the video. You'll see the print before we get this up because there's no way I'm having it up by the end of the day.
No, God no. But yeah, if you're seeing this on Patreon, we've probably already seen the post, and this is
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it looks like when we're done.
It's gonna be dumb. It's not gonna be the best. I can tell you that. It's not gonna be like.
No, we're gonna make it good. We're gonna sell it. We're gonna put a little flag border around it. Tribute to America.
I guess we're making a print out of it. Sure, whatever, man.
We'll see. That just sounds really funny to have.
Oh yeah, have that at the booth.
That's something we would sell though.
It is. It is on brand. Yeah.
Right.
Also, I just realized that I'm drinking coffee because I remember this was the day where it was like a very long day.
Yeah.
I think this was on.
I love this sky. Just to interject, I love the way you did the sky.
Thanks, I appreciate it too. I actually really like because I wanted to make it look more like shrapnel or sharded. I think this was on that week where I was working 11 days in a row.
I believe it was. It's somewhere in the middle of that week.
Yeah, and I think this is because after that 11-day stretch, I just was dead.
Yeah, and now we're getting to the green on the mountains here.
And luckily we have a 3-day weekend, which I'm going to be using to finish working on that comic because I'm doing it 4 pages a week in order to be able to make the deadline, which is like it's fine. There's some 2-page spreads in there that make it a little easier.
Yeah, right. We're getting towards the back end of this piece. I think we're in the back third here.
Yeah, well,
from
this is
video.
this is a fun part and a little fun thing you can do with watercolor a lot of the times when you're doing coloring is the first go through on your colors. You can just leave it that way. Watercolor is very forgiving, so you can actually layer on top of it over and over again. You just have to let it dry.
I've noticed you do that before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I'm like, oh, this will be the first color, and then I just layer on top of it. Think of it a lot like if you're using markers. Watercolor kind of works in this very similar way, except instead of being alcohol-based, it's water-based. And you can just kind of, see how I'm just going over top.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm like figuring out the light source and where everything is coming from and stuff like that. Because again, this is also, since this is a fanciful piece and there's not really in an actual space, I have to kind of like make it up as I go where I want the light source to be coming from. So in this scenario, it's kind of off screen and there's a light source there, so...
Yeah, it would just be like the sun or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Because again, also this is not really taking place in an actual space. Like it's more to be suggested that this is happening.
Yeah.
Like with the with we were talking about.
Well, I know. I figured this was like real. Like
no, it is.
Person.
Yeah, this is a person. This is really happening. But I'm just saying, like when you get into that weird blur between of an actual setting where an actual scene is taking place versus a what's the word I'm looking for? Like it is a scene, but it's more inferred that it's happening rather than it actually is a scene that historically took place.
Yeah.
There's a term for it. Chat probably already knows, and as I found it in the comments and something like that, and telling him, Matthew, you fucking dumbass. It's obviously this word. Look, man, I like to dream.
So dramatic. This guy's so fucking dramatic.
Would you believe I did drama for a little while?
Oh, you did drama.
No, I mean...
You do drama. You are drama.
I mean in the form of a play.
Okay.
I used to be in plays.
You were a thespian. I see.
Yes, I was a thespian. Fun fact, I played the villains mostly.
Nice. Sounds like you.
Yeah, my first play I ever was in was when I was a kid. I was Captain Hook.
Nice.
But
I love the water here.
Oh yeah, this was fun too.
Great. Yeah.
I actually made a moot point to try to make it look very reflective, like if you were looking at
you can
actual
see
mountains and stuff like that, because I really love that scenery. Like my favorite place to go on vacations. Mountain ranges. Mountain ranges and lakes. That's why I really like when we go to the lake house.
I like the woods.
Yeah, that.
Well, that's kind of the woods too.
Yeah.
It's the woods with a lake.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But it was really fun being Captain Hook.
Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Get to be Dustin Hoffman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. The way they did it is they made Captain Hook also the dad.
He was Peter Pan's dad?
No, the dad of Wendy and all that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So they made it like kind of metaphorical.
Yeah, I get you. That makes sense, actually. I like that.
Yeah, which I've never seen that done in the way in any of the other.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Either way,
I don't know the Peter Pan lore.
no one does. Sidetrack, but yeah, this is when I'm getting to the part where I'm like fully happy with what the green grass and things like that, and then I think we're talking about something.
Yeah, and here you start to do the skin. And give her she's got a darker complexion because that's what it says.
Yeah, it was weird. It's because like
the real person has
a dark complexion in the text, but all the imagery is of a very white lady. So
yeah, it's from later sources. So I think those are like late 1800s, early 1900s art sources or something.
Because again, so basically, I kind of went with my gut and the idea of that it was probably a little bit darker than what was given to us. Because again, if there's someone who's being described as dark skinned and then you gave me someone who's as pasty as I am, I'm like, that's
it's a little odd. Yeah,
that's probably incorrect.
Yeah.
So
she's got a nice kind of olivey
kind
of complexion.
Yeah. And also the olive complexion really fits with the greenery.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. When I think of like a person who lives in the mountains, they usually feel like more of an olive skinned kind of like, or more tan person.
Yeah.
Someone who's outdoors more often.
Yeah. Plus, it goes with the pontiff, since the pontiff is like part giant.
Yes.
So it's very similar skin tone.
Yeah, because we had talked about this earlier too before we even did the coloring on the skin tone. We had talked a bit saying that like, well, what color should she be if she's related to the pontiff? And I said, I think it doesn't really matter because you can just say the other parent was of the other skin variety. It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, I mean, and they're not exactly the same anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
There's plenty of children who are slightly different complexion than their parents.
For sure. But
that's just how genes work.
Genes are interesting.
They really are. Damn you, Levi. I love this purple color, like, that you did.
Yeah, again, I wanted to go with a regal kind of color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for royalty.
Yeah, purple is a very regal color. It's actually because it was one of the harder dyes to get. Mm-hmm. Reds were also pretty hard to get. Blues and reds were pretty hard. Greens were easy. Brown was also pretty easy just because that's usually the normal color of it.
Yeah.
And, white was also pretty common as well because you just had to bleach the sheep, and the sheep usually come white anyway.
Yeah.
So black and white sheep, so you have more black and white clothing or brown clothing if you're using hide and leather and things like that. But cloth that was dyed in these colors and these elaborate colors were much harder to find back in these days.
Definitely. You gotta shell out a pretty penny.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I love the rings. Like I said, give them jewelry.
Yep.
All these fantasy characters always have like a bunch of cool jewelry, cool accessories.
You gotta make it look
things
good.
Like that. Stuff that boring ass Puritans didn't want you to have.
For sure.
So yeah, and then you go back over and do the dots in whiteout, which I really love.
Yes. A lot of the stuff is, for texture-wise, I always want to do without the assistance of, lines.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're dotted on there first, and you, paint over them a lot of the time, and then you go back and do them. So.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I really think is important whenever you're going to be doing art is not everything needs a line.
Yeah, definitely. No, I like that a lot, actually. Because, yeah, it's interesting. The lines for the sash kind of disappear near the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Also, once you started painting around it.
Yeah.
So it gives it an even more,
ethereal
kind
yeah.
of, is it even, what is it made out of almost?
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't look like cloth once it starts disappearing like that. And it goes with the sky, because that looks like a northern, aurora type sky also.
Definitely. There was a lot that went into this piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now we're definitely getting towards the end. Once it's all white out, that's when the end is near.
The end is nigh.
Yeah.
White's out.
Yeah, white's out, lights out.
Yeah.
I think, here, we're getting towards the end. I slowed it down, bust out the gold.
Yeah, I got
love the gold one.
Yeah, I don't use it nearly as often because it just never really comes up.
Yeah. Again, that's kind of the part of why I like having all the accessories you get to use. I would get a little money fan here.
Yeah, it's because I'm just hot, and then it's also near the end.
The art was giving you the vapors.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look how hot that art is.
I know, right?
Trying to dry it off.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Shout out to Sabrina for getting that fan.
Oh, yeah, I really appreciate it. That was a lovely gift.
Definitely. We're going to have too much fun with that. We're going to bring that to the booth, for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Then we can do our rich bitch laughs.
Oh! Sorry to everybody.
We will do it louder in person.
Yeah, because I was looking at the little, dad thing. I'm like, probably anyone with earphones or earbuds or anything like that is probably dead.
We can do it much louder and bitchier in person.
It's
Watch
true.
all that Oren.
Yeah.
Also, Ranma with Kodachi.
And all that drama I do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Drama.
Oh, man. Yeah, some Utana laughs and shit. Just gotta hit it. Yeah, here we go. Doing the
tape
removal.
ASMR.
Yeah, we got tape removal. Make sure to destroy the paper. So.
It actually reminds me too, since we have a lot of these finished pieces now, we actually got a frame recently because there's a convention coming up that's going to be online only. It's called the LexCon. You should look it up if you get a chance. There's going to be a bunch of artists that are going to be putting up all their original fantasy work there, us included. And we'll be selling it there for a nominal fee.
Yeah, for an amount of money.
Yeah, so definitely give us a look there if you want to support us, and if you want really cool art that we've done on the stream. That's the original frame, can be or not included. That's how it goes.
Yeah, we'll probably ship it in a frame.
Yeah, more than
just
likely.
to make it safer.
For sure.
That's most of the point of shipping it in a frame, anyways, just to protect the piece.
Yeah, but that's.
So I think it turned out great.
Yep. I think it's great. It was one of my favorite pieces from this book. Definitely fits amongst all because we had a whole archetype of the 7 great ones or something like that.
Yeah. This fits with one of them. I don't remember if she was one of these. She is one of these characters.
Yeah, because she's named after one of the trees.
Yeah, she is one of these characters.
Yeah, because
she has a weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, Celtic lore has 7
tree.
trees, so we named the 7 trees. We gave them to specific characters.
They're kind of mixed in with characters. So.
But that is it for us. That is it for this piece.
That's really good.
We appreciate y'all for coming out and watching this. If you watch it on YouTube, great. If you watch it on Patreon, extra thanks to you.
Yeah, shout outs to Ed.
Still the only
Our
patron.
amazing patron.
Yes.
Our amazing patron. If you become a patron, we'll give you a shout out, and your name will be at the end of the video.
It's true. It'll be somewhere in the video where I'm pointing.
It won't be where you're pointing. Try to point everywhere and it won't be there. I got him. He can't beat it. No, I made it comes up like next to our name, like next to our little window. You're doing that like Killer Queen pose where you're pointing, kind of. Yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty good.
Yep. And on that note, catch you in the next one.
Yeah. All right. We're gone. Have a great time.
See ya.